5, 4, 3, 2, 1. This is Deducter bringing you Set 3 of CJ versus STX Soul, and this is a very, very special game because this game marks the return of Effort. Effort is the Zerg player. While they're both Zerg players, Effort versus Hyvaa here. That is Hyvaa. Here, well, actually, no, that is Effort there at the 12 o'clock position as the yellow Zerg, and here we have Hyvaa as the STX Set. Effort looks different. That didn't look like Effort. This is Hyvaa here. We're in the Teal jacket, of course, for STX. So at the 4 o'clock position here. So Effort, what can you say about Effort? One of the most famous Zerg players around in these days. Another white. Oh no, that's the same white guy. Okay, I'm pretty sure it's the same white guy from game 2. Anyway, good for him. I think people are here to watch Effort. Now that I think about it, of course, the return of Effort. One of the few players able to stand up to Flash in his prime. It was probably like Jaedong and Effort were the only 2 Zerg players. Maybe Zero and Hydra, but they've since been proven to be incapable of dealing with Flash. But Jaedong and Effort, back during 2010, were the only 2 Zergs who could actually fight Flash and prevail. Effort having famously come back down 0-2 against Flash. The first 2 games he tried to match Flash for macro in the Korean Air OSL. Did not work out. Flash crushed him. We need the Effort. Yes, exactly. An Effort fan there. Next 2 games, and it looks like he is going for a 9 pool with gas, fast gas here coming from Effort, whereas this is just a normal 9 pool. No, that looks like a 12 pool there by by Hyvaa. So back in the Korean Air OSL, Effort won, having been down 0-2. The next 3 games he played very aggressive games against Flash. Not only that, he sort of found Flash's weakness. Flash did not do well necessarily in his field battles, and Effort exploited that 3 times in a row to win the OSL. He couldn't believe it. I don't think Effort believed it at the end. He probably thought it was a dream. I thought it was a dream, but no, he really did it. And Flash, well, he went on to more and greater things, but Effort retired after that, only to make his return now. He was really young when he returned. He was like 19 when he retired. That is the prime of his pro gaming age here. Anyway, Effort is 61% overall. He is 61% against Zerg. He is a monstrous 69% against Protoss, which is his best matchup. I think his versus Terran record at 55% is sort of, low. But it doesn't really accurately reflect his skilling versus him. We'll see, though. He's just made his return, so let's see how he actually does. On the other hand, Hyvaa is a decidedly mediocre Zerg, as sure many viewers are aware. He is 41% against other Zerg, and 41% overall. So, Effort, I would say, is the clear favorite as long as he has played hard here. Now, in terms of this matchup, I think Effort actually has the earliest advantage here. Hyvaa has put down his hatchery after the 12 pool. Effort, I mean, yes, technically a 12 pool beats a 9 pool. I'm pretty sure that was a 9 pool. I might have been incorrect about that. But Effort, I think what he's trying to do with the gas is to either get his tech faster and to both get his tech faster and to abuse his Zerglings, get speed and try to punish Hyvaa in a field battle. Effort, I think, is one of the 2 players who is really, really good at fighting in the field and positioning his units. In some ways, he is sort of the successor to Savior in that spirit. I mean, they were both on CJ, and perhaps back in the day, back in 2008, before Savior was disgraced, back when Effort was a young Zerg and Savior was just sort of this aging veteran, occasionally able to play a good game, but mostly just lounging him out, dreaming up of ways to fix games. He imparted some of his wisdom to Effort. He took it to heart, and there we see a very cute Korean girl. Good for her. Big battle here, potentially. Looks like Hyvaa is trying to break through, but no, he is not going to be able to break through. Effort's defenses are solid. Hyvaa has actually gone for the early speeding, and Effort did not go for that. He has managed to sneak a Zergling through. Effort would be wise not to pull all his Zerglings out deal with that. He's going to use his drones probably. Oh, he's going to use a new Zergling to pick away at that Zergling that snuck past, but the Zergling has seen what's going on in the base. I was like, Hyvaa, if he had used that opportunity opportunity, potentially to run his Zerglings down the ramp when Effort left it unguarded. He might be able to do some damage in the base, but it would also potentially trap his army. Effort is willing to push out despite not having speed. I think this is a dangerous maneuver here by Effort, but he knows better than I do what's going on here, and Hyvaa not quite willing to engage despite having the tech advantage on his Zerglings. I think he would be wise to engage sooner rather than later before Effort gets speed, and now Effort with speed, Hyvaa is forced to fall back here in a defensive posture. And now Effort is trying to break his way up the ramp. He is having much better luck than Hyvaa. Effort clearly playing very well, whereas Hyvaa, I mean, just with Zerglings alone, Effort has completely turned tables here. And Hyvaa is in desperate trouble. Effort bringing out Scourge to snipe Mulus. Everything going disastrously wrong for Hyvaa. Effort with Zerglings all over the main base, able to slaughter Throat that will. This is going to be GG. Zerglings alone. Hyvaa completely outclassed. Effort making a nice return here. He looks different, I have to say. He looks older. I mean, well, obviously, but he looks like a lot older than he used to. Anyway, I mean, that was Effort, really? But I mean, that's gotta be Effort. Anyway, this game is over at this point. There's nothing that Hyvaa can do after getting about 8 or 9 of his drones destroyed here. And Effort should be able to mop this game up without much of a difficulty. If his Zergling micro was that good, he's not going to struggle with his Mulus micro. The only thing going from Hyvaa is that he still has 2 hatcheries. Not that he's able to do much from both of them, except he is building a few more drones, though. Effort would be wise not to let Hyvaa recover. And again, dual prong attack. We have Mulus coming here by Effort to deal with the air. He's microing quite well in the air. Oh, just as to say that, he lost Mulus there. And he sent more Zerglings to the back to do more damage here. But now Effort able to land another Scourge. He's going to be able to pick off all the Mulus, perhaps. No, he is going to back off until he gets his own reinforcement Scourge. He's building a mixture of Mulus and Zerglings, not letting up the pressure at all. And as the Mulus of Hyva's are distracted, Effort is able to let his Zerglings run rampant and kill more drones. Truly brilliant play. Effort, what is he doing? There are 3 Zerglings sitting idle there in that corner. That's not so good. He is microing his Mulus quite hard here. A big battle potentially. Ooh, that was not so good for Effort. Hyvaa landing those Scourge at the critical time. Still, Effort's mechanics are somewhat sloppier in this game than I seem to remember them being. But Hyvaa is in desperate trouble here. He has no economy left. Effort, I don't know, he's being a little too aggressive here. He can't actually afford to throw away his Mulus like that. He has no more GG coming from Hyvaa anyway. He didn't have anything to deal with Effort there, but I wasn't so sure about his super aggressive push with Mulus. Regardless, I have to say he won this game in convincing fashion on the strength of his Zerglings mostly, and Hyvaa looks quite frustrated. Great return from Effort. Here's hoping for more great things coming out from him in the future. Thank you for watching. Going on to set 4.